Welcome. My name is Dreyer, and this video is a continuation of my series of videos on the Smiling Chi version of Acutouch. In this video entitled Qigong and Acutouch for PTSD and emotional stress, I will teach you a three-part exercise made up of three powerful exercises to come together and create a powerful tool for your use. Part 1 will be on shaking Qigong. Very kind of fun, very simple, very ancient, something pretty much lost to the West, and I'm introducing it to you here. And then part 2 will be on the use of well points, and part 1 and part 2 are both focused on getting these emotions that are stuck in your body, stuck in your muscles, out. Cleanse your body of them. And when you do this, after shaking, after holding points, you'll just naturally come to a calm, meditative state. And when you're there, then you hold points for opening the doorway to your spirit. And this can be really important, especially for people suffering from trauma and PTSD, because trauma will get you to disconnect from your spirit. Either that, or it will also deprive your spirit of its resting place. It'll get blocked. There's, all these blockages in the body, and it can't make it back to its resting place, which makes your life even more ugh. So holding these points and reconnecting with your spirit and its resting place is very good. It allows your spirit access to where it belongs, and it helps you reconnect with your spirit. Number 1, shaking Qigong, shaking medicine, shaking. These are all different ways of saying the same thing. That's because it's a global phenomenon. Throughout time and history, people have practiced this. Okay? Shaking Qigong is so old that most, if not all, mammals do this. Yes, mammals practice this. This is how animals keep from getting traumatized like humans do. They don't run off and see a counselor when they're traumatized. They shake it out. Okay? Our culture has been trained to not shake. It has taught us to hold on to things. Stand strong and tall. Don't let the ups and downs of life shake you. So we hold on to this stuff, and it keeps on affecting us our entire life long until we find the techniques to let it go. This is an inborn technique that we've been taught, trained out of, okay? There is wisdom to the phrase, shake it off, okay? And that's because intense emotions and their memories get stuck in the musculature of our bodies. We can literally shake the memories and emotions out of our muscles. That's amazing. It's natural. It's inborn. Now I'm just going to teach you to do what you already know how to do. You may feel some strangeness to allow yourself to shake, and that's just our training. We've been trained not to let go like that. So if you feel that, that's fine. It's natural in that we've been taught it. You can override that response, okay? And maybe even have some fun while you're at it. Quick note, I don't want to insinuate that you don't need to go to counseling if you're doing shaking medicine, okay? Animals shake as soon as they're traumatized. As soon as it's over, they're shaking, they're getting it out of their system. Unfortunately, because of our training, we hold on to the trauma for decades. We don't know how to get it out, or we've lost that knowledge, so Animals, if you shake as soon as you've been traumatized, then the trauma isn't there. Then you don't need counseling, you don't need help. But humans, we're a different ball game. Things are a little bit more complicated because we hold on to it for so long. So look at shaking, a very powerful healing technique, as an add-on to whatever you're already doing. Don't look at it as a replacement. Don't replace professional help with shaking, okay? Keep the professionals in your life. Do the shaking also, okay? Then you've got more than one powerful tool working for you. A word of warning. A few of you may get intense emotions and memories come up with shaking too much, okay? So, I'm not going to be there. This isn't an interactive thing. I can't give you advice on that when it's happening. So I'm going to give you some advice now. Have some friends nearby that you can connect with if you're feeling overwhelmed, okay? Or someone you can call. Ask yourself, what is it that I normally do when my PTSD kicks in? Okay? What is it you normally do? Do you have anything that you normally do? If you don't, that's fine. You can look it up online. Look up PTSD and self-care and find some tools that are useful for you. Okay? Now, I would suggest immediately stopping the shaking if you're feeling overwhelmed by it. And then sitting down and holding stomach 36 and Ren 12 as I described in my video, Acutouch points for PTSD and emotional stress. I explain how to do that. You may want to learn those techniques before you do this one so you have some useful tools at hand. Okay? And when you go back to shaking again on another day, don't do it the same day, okay? Make sure you do less shaking, okay? Just don't try to do it all in one session, okay? You can't, if you've held on to this stuff for decades, don't try to get rid of it all in one session. You'll make yourself a wreck if you do. Okay? Most people won't have this reaction, but I felt I needed to bring it up for those few of you who might. You want to think ahead of time. Okay? So enjoy this, make it yours, and do it safely. Even though my focus here is on tools and techniques to help with emotional concerns like stress, trauma, PTSD, I have to tell you that shaking medicine, shaking Qigong, is helpful for the whole body. Not only does it help get rid of blocked Qi, allowing it to flow naturally, but it helps loosen up the joints, relax the muscles. It helps with the lymph moving and the blood circulating, all of which are great for optimal health. Besides using shaking to rid the body of your emotional load, your emotional baggage, okay, one can use it at other times and for other reasons. For instance, one might use it before bed or before meditating to help calm and relax the body in preparation for what you're about to do. Or you can do it when you wake up or come out of a trance or meditation to help get back in the body, get things moving and waken things up in a grounded sort of way. Okay? You can also use it if you're sitting too long. Sitting is the new bad habit, replacing cigarette smoking, which is bad habit. That's how bad sitting too much is on the body. So, if you're sitting a long time, say at work, once an hour, get up and shake for a minute or two, just get things moving, and then sit back down. Or if you're at home watching TV, you know, then you sit back down and become a couch potato again for another hour. Or if you're watching TV where there's advertisements scheduled in, you can use those advertisements as shaking times, as exercising time. Okay, take advantage of those sequential time slots in your day where there's not much, you don't care about the advertisements. Well, I don't. Okay, start out with doing it for a minute or two. See how your body likes it, especially if you're not a very active person and you sit a lot. Be careful, okay? You don't want to push yourself too much. You don't want to hurt yourself, then that'll get you not to shake. Or you have to wait a while to shake again, okay? So get into it slowly. If you're more athletic, you can probably start out at 5 minutes. Just see what feels good for you. Working up to 5 or 10 minutes is a great amount of time. I've even heard tell that 20 minutes of shaking is equivalent to an hour's worth of yoga. I can understand why that statement's made. I don't know how accurate it is, but its accuracy isn't what's important. What's important is going, hey, shaking is such a powerful technique that it is even better than yoga in some ways. I wouldn't say quit doing yoga, but it's saying it's powerful. A short amount of shaking is equivalent to a lot of stretching. That I can go with. In any case, make this a natural thing for you, okay? It comes from our nature. Animals do this. We're animals. Let's do this. Let's get into it, and I'll walk you through how to do shaking.